Well, hello, friends. Hello, fire signs. Hello, and welcome into your weekly reading for February 13th through the 19th. So we're going to take a look at your recent past that's still affecting the current situation, the potential outcome energy, and then what's going on energetically just below the surface that you may not be aware of. You also have a special visitor. You have Bruno, Sir Bruno here joining your reading, fire sign. So hopefully, Bruno, can you be quiet? Hopefully he stays quiet. We shall see. We may have to pause it. He's loving, here in North Carolina, we're having this incredible spring moment right before it's going to be 32 and raining this weekend. So all the squirrels are out, the birds are singing, and he is very intrigued by this. Very intrigued. Okay, let's see what else. Oh, and if you haven't done so already, please take the tarot poll that I posted on the community page, because I would love to know what types of tarot content you enjoy watching the most. So thank you for that. Also, all of your monthly February readings are posted as well, so check those out if you haven't done so already. And last but not least, this is a general, Judgment in Reverse. This is a general reading, meaning it will not resonate with everyone. Take what resonates and leave the rest. Okay, so you're starting out in the recent past. You've got the Ten of Pentacles, the Judgment in Reverse. Okay. The Knight of Cups. All right, let me push these up for you. Yeah, there's some hesitation here about what to do next when it comes to it's like it comes to matters of the heart, and honestly it comes in like financial stability. So the heart wants what the heart wants, but you got to pay bills, right? I mean, you got to pay bills, and I feel like there's been this tug of war, like practicality and finances on one side, Knight of Cups, but my heart wants to do this, or this feels amazing to do this. And you're like the Judgment in the middle, and in the recent past of like, I don't know what to do with this. I mean, I got to be practical and realistic at some point, to pay bills to survive in this 3D world. But at the same time, it is all about, finding that balance between your heart and joy and having a little bit more fun in your life and doing what you're inspired to do. It's just a balancing act. It's a balancing act, because we all just can't run and jump out of our jobs tomorrow and be like, you know what, I'm going to be a painter, or I'm going to work with horses, or I'm going to completely change careers. I'm just going to quit because I can. Some of us have that option. Others of us don't have that option. So it becomes this little bit of a, how do I make this work? How do you work with that energy? And it's always a balance. Exactly. How do you make it work? Exactly. What do you do? How do you make it work? I would love to see, I'm going to see if it comes out. I would love to see temperance energy in this, because that would tell me that you're not at a standstill. You're just getting creative about finding that win-win. You're blending things together. It's like, yep, I've got to pay bills. I'm going to take some practicality on this hand. But I'm also not ignoring my heart. I'm not ignoring what excites me or what I'm inspired to do. So how can I just make more time for that? So it feels a little bit like temperance energy here. I'd love to see temperance come out and play, but we'll see what the energy is. But yeah, you're struggling like, what do I do? And that's all. I mean, that's just always a lot of times the biggest balance of life. Heart, like your heart and spiritual calling and what resonates and what inspires you with the everyday practicalness of life and living in a human body. the balance. Oh, the balance. We try. How many more shuffles? Let's see what we can go here. Yeah. All right. Right there. All right. Justice. Ooh, Nine of Wands. Yeah. You're super cautious about this. Super cautious, because you're being a realist or practical, which is not a bad thing, but everything in balance. The Emperor. Eight of Pentacles. Ace of Pentacles. Now I like that. Nine of Swords. Yeah. Underneath. Yeah, I get that. I get it. But what I like is I do see things balancing out for you. Like you are kind of in this decision, like, how do I make this work? But with the Justice, that does kind of come in like balance. Like things are going to start flowing a little bit better. It's almost like some good karma's coming back. Like all of your work and your attention to what you want like a balance of both. And your willingness to work on that, to show up, I get a sense is really going to pay off here. Now, the Nine of Wands makes me feel like it could be a little bit of, you're cautious about making any irrational decisions, is what it feels like. You're very cautious in the sense of, I'm not just going to follow my heart blindly. I'm not just going to let my heart completely lead the way, because, hey, it is all about balance. It's like the mind, the body, mind, and spirit kind of all need to be as one. Because if you're solely running on your emotions and your heart and what feels good without taking into account the world in which you live, you could make things a little more challenging for yourself. So I see the caution. I see that I'm not just going to follow my heart and just jump into something that doesn't make sense to me, that, can support me financially or be stable in this world. But I just feel like that's gonna work itself out. I feel like that caution is gonna work itself out because you're really working on this. Like this is a priority for you. This is high focus. When I see this outcome energy of the Emperor, the Eight of Pentacles, the Ace of Pentacles, there's a tangible new opportunity coming in. There's a tangible actions you can take, a tangible way to kind of reconstruct your life a little bit, to get more balance, to still pay your bills, but also make more time for inspiration and heart and love kind of thing. And I really like the Emperor here. I like this Emperor. This kind of comes in almost like this could be a person that might come in and help you out. I will clarify that because I'm intrigued by the Emperor, because I see the work, the effort you're putting into it. I feel like it's paying off with the Ace of Pentacles, this new beginning for you. You're going to get some traction on this. But the Emperor feels like a person to me coming in. And so let's clarify, shall we? Let's go there. Clarify the Emperor. Why is the Emperor here? And underneath, you're really stressed and worried about this. I'm going to clarify that too. Ooh, how many cards? Yeah, there it is. Okay. The Nine of Cups, the Ten of Cups in reverse, which is still not, that to me, it's like a little blip on the radar. I get the sense the Ten of Cups is in reverse because you got that Nine of Swords underneath. That's all right. Okay. So this feels like a wish granted. This feels like a good thing coming in. Huh. Okay. One more here. The Knight of Swords. Okay. So this can happen pretty quickly. This could happen pretty quickly, but I do get this sense this is a person coming in that's going to help you along your path. That's going to help you work on this to get more balance. It is going to bring this person's going to bring a lot of what you want to the table. A lot of things you've probably been asking for from a person. You've got the Nine of Cups. This is a wish granted, but I will say this, is be worrisome, or just consider, see this Knight of Swords head right for this Ten of Cups in reverse. It tells me you might be quick to, it's almost like this person comes in and they're really speaking to you. It's really feeling good. They're really resonating. It's almost like I get blessing. It's almost like, oh my gosh, this person is such a blessing. They're going to help me out so much here. I don't necessarily get romantic. It could be, I don't necessarily get that per se. It could be with emotional fulfillment with the Ten of Cups. But this person's going to have a significant role, and you're going to be like, oh, thank God it's a breath of fresh air. But be worrisome of going too far too quick. Meaning, you might be feeling so good that you might be wanting to, with this person, come in really kind of strong. Like, okay, you're a blessing. I'm loving what I feel. This feels right to me. So, what's your 10-year plan? How do you feel about kids? Where are you going in your life? Because we can move here, 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 and here kind of thing. So just consider slowing down a little bit. Slowing down. Don't get too caught up into maybe what a blessing this is, because I feel like this person is a blessing for you at this moment. But just take it for what it is, day by day. Slow down. Don't consider not putting so much expectation on what this could be, and just let it unfold and let it be what it be. It is what it is. Let it be what it be, kind of thing. And let that unfold, because you are still going through some work. You're still doing a lot of things on your end. You're still manifesting, new beginning energy, and you're stressed. So this person is going to come in and look like relief to you, which might make you want to just cling to it. But, easy does it. Easy does it, young grasshopper. If you're young or old, it doesn't matter. Just young grasshopper, because you want relief here. And this person is going to give it to you in some way or another. Just consider taking it a little slow, because it might not... In the sense, you might be putting emotional expectations. Like, this person is not only going to give me relief, but they can provide all this emotional fulfillment for me. Maybe they can, maybe they can't. Maybe that's not their role, but you might unintentionally put that expectation on this relationship that's coming in. So just be mindful of that. Now, I see the worry and the stress about this. So I'm going to clarify the Nine of Wands a little bit more, because I'm not so sure if this is attached to this. This feels a little separate to me. It's like, I understand you're trying to balance everything like we talked about, but this feels a little intense for what you've got going on in your main reading. So clarify the Nine of Swords for me. Okay. King of Cups. Ooh, baby, Three of Swords. Oh, yeah, okay. The Page of Cups. All cups and swords. A broken heart and all heart energy. Wow. Yeah, this is separate. Yeah, this feels more like lifestyle or career, or finding a balance between finances and what you're called to do, kind of thing, and finding a way that works. This underneath feels like you're definitely worried about or stressing out about this. This feels romantic. This is romantic relationships. So either, and it comes in just like this, and I'm not getting the connection that this Emperor energy that's coming in, I'm not necessarily seeing that this is the same person. Honestly, this feels like two different people here. Feels like two different people, but maybe there was a breakup here. Maybe there was a breakup. With the King of Cups and the Three of Swords, it makes me feel like that you shared a lot of love with a person, romantic relationship, and something happened. A truth was revealed, something happened, and it broke your heart. It broke your heart. You're carrying around this sadness. I do see an apology. I do feel like there were some apologies here. But with the Nine of Swords, it kind of tells me more than likely this is over, kind of thing. More than likely this was a breakup. This was over. You're dealing with some of the closure, because I do see apology, which is nice to have. A lot of people don't get the apology here. I do sense the apology. I do sense a little bit of regret here. I do see the worry and anxiety over it, because it hurts. It just hurts. And you're not sure exactly what to do with this relationship just yet. I'm not exactly seeing the final closure here. This doesn't feel like closure, but it does feel like this is pretty much over. You're just not sure what to do with it yet. It's like you're just not sure what to do with the apology. Like, does the apology mean we're going to work on this and give it a go again? Or does the apology mean complete closure for me? This relationship is over, it's done, and I'm moving on. You would know, but it's in that area. It's in that area. And this Emperor, it does not feel connected to this. It could be, you would know. But regardless of the relationship thing you've got going on here and the pain, you've got something else coming in here. You've got a new opportunity coming in here. And I see your heart opening back up with the Knight of Cups. It's like I see your heart is coming back. So it may have taken a blow here, and you may be carrying some pain here. But on some level, I do feel like you're getting some closure here, because this Knight of Cups makes me feel like your heart's coming back out. It's It's you're working through the pain here. And the Justice is going to balance out a little bit. So, interesting. Interesting, fire signs. I like that reading. This feels pretty good, especially the outcome energy, the potential feels pretty good here. So, okay. This was, it's 15 minutes. All right. The last week's, or the reading I did last, I think it's for this week actually, that turned into like a big reading, like a 30-minute massive. It almost felt like a monthly reading kind of thing. Big energy. So this one feels about right where it needs to be for a weekly reading. All right, fire signs. So let's tap on this, shall we? Let's tap. So what do we need to tap on for fire signs to help them out this week? Whew. Oh, right there. Oh, I like it. Freedom is my divine right. Here for that. I am free to think wonderful thoughts. I move beyond past limitations into freedom. I am now becoming all that I am created to be. Yes. Yes, you are, fire signs. So let's do this. You know the drill. So when tapping, I do want to say this because it came to me right before I did this reading, and I realized I haven't really been saying this before tapping, because I usually say whatever comes up for you, sub in your own stuff. But I will say whatever came up for you in this reading, like if this reading brought out a situation for you, or you're like, oh yeah, that's it, or that's this part of my life, or that's this person, just instead of, you don't have to go really deep into it, but you can just think about that situation. Yep, this person, this situation, and then just tap along with me. But think about, don't go too far down the rabbit hole, but just bring that situation or that person to the top of your mind while you're tapping with me. And that will help. That will help because your body knows what it's feeling. You don't have to necessarily be so aware of what you're feeling or what's going on. You just are activating that part in your body. Like I'm going to think about this person, and it's going to activate the feelings or emotions that are just below that surface. And as you tap on it, that's helping release them. That's helping work through them. Whether you fully feel it or not, it's still helping, kind of thing. Even if you feel nothing at all, it's still helping. Just trust that it's still working. It's still helping. You just maybe really adapt at not feeling your feelings, or really adapt at pushing things down just below your conscious level so you can just function in the world. So you can just get shit done in the world and just make everything happen in your life. Completely normal. Woo! I was very much so in that category. It's been a journey for me to actually recognize and to feel feelings versus me stuffing them down, put on a happy face, and go into work for 40 hours a week kind of thing. So just, if you feel nothing, it's still working. If you feel something, it's still working. So I want to say that. For whatever reason, it came to me right before I did this reading. So there you go. Okay, so let's tap. Side of the hand. Repeat after me. Even though I'm just trying to figure this out, I'm doing the best I can, and I'm a little confused about it. That's okay. Because things are looking up, and freedom is my divine right. So even though I'm a little cautious here, and I'm working on my balance, and to find a way that works best for me, and it's a little frustrating at times, that's okay too. Because it's getting a little easier for me, and freedom is my divine right. So even though I may be carrying some pain and sadness in my heart, and even though things just didn't work out the way I wanted them to, even though this relationship hurt like hell, that's okay too. I'm allowing myself time to grieve. I'm acknowledging and recognizing my feelings, and I'm letting them go. I'm releasing them as they show up. Because freedom is my divine right. And I am free to think wonderful thoughts. And I am open and willing to move beyond past limitations into freedom. I am now becoming all that I am created to be. I am free. I am free to start over. I am free to become anything I want to be. And I am free to think wonderful thoughts. I now move beyond past limitations into freedom. I am now becoming all that I am created to be. And that feels good. And I'm ready for it. All is well. All is well. Okay, let's take a deep breath in. Out through your mouth and let it go. Well, okay, fire signs, thanks so much for watching. I hope this helped you and have a wonderful week. I'll see you next time. Bye.